We got some breakfast here. Actually, we got lunch and dinner. Oh, whoa.
What?
Look, they've got like a whole like all these like, they got like a big thing, these singles, that one, and then like we have this one. So this will be, I've seen these before. I've been in one of these. These have been around for a while, this style. We've got our seats, we've got our cooler in the middle. Yeah, let's blow it up and see how it goes. It says it can only hold 308 pounds.
I think that's not a lot.
No, I'm just trying to think. 180, yeah.
120 pounds.
It says 300.
I'm gonna wait for you to back up.
8 pounds.
Come over here, please.
308 pounds?
308.
It's not a lot.
No. It'll be fine.
So hello! We are back in Penticton, which we have said is one of our favorite places. Definitely in the Okanagan, and for me, definitely in BC. I love Penticton so much, even though last time we were here we said that and then we had to get towed off a mountain in the snow. But you know, hey, that's fine. We are now clearly on a floating on the channel here that goes between Okanagan Lake and Skaha Lake. And we are in the middle of a heat wave here in BC. This week we've had temperatures, I mean, it was like 52 degrees in the van, Celsius. And we've had temperatures as high as 47 degrees during the day, and then it only goes down to like 28 degrees at night. So needless to say, it's been a pretty crazy week. We'll fill you in on what's been happening lately. So for now, we're gonna float in the canal and stay in the water, and then we'll see what else we get up to.
That's the shot. I'm gonna go watch a hockey game at the bar. So typically I'm a diehard Canucks fan because they're Vancouver's team, but Montreal Canadiens are in the finals, and it's the first time that a Canadian team has been in the finals since 2011, which actually ironically was Vancouver. So we don't often, even though it's like Canada's sport or whatever, you often don't see Canadian teams in the finals. So super exciting, super cool. I love Canadian hockey just in general, so anytime a Canadian team is like doing well, I'm always cheering for them, unless it's against the Canucks, then I'm not cheering for them. But yeah, so gonna go watch that. Gonna go eat some food, have a beer, and definitely a lot of water because I got very sunburned. Montreal was down 6-3 with like 2 minutes left in the third, which is bad. That's a really hard deficit to come back from. So ended up just leaving early. Rachel just came out to the beach so she could chill out. It was a little warm in there. She was a little tired. She just wanted to have a lay down. So I just figured I don't need to stay. Oh, it got really dark. It won't come back from that. So I'm assuming that it probably just ended 6-3, maybe 7-3, 6-4, I don't know. So.
And when I left Nick alone, some girls tried to buy him a drink.
Oh, okay. Well, just as I was leaving, I was picking up all my stuff, and then the waitress pulled me aside and was like, "Oh," she's like, "Before you go, those girls over there want to buy you a drink." I was like, "Yeah, those cute girls at the table," and I was like, "Oh, sorry, I have to go, and I said I'm married. But I think it's just because, like, the Habs lost, and I'm wearing a Montreal jersey, so.
Nick, do you think that if some weird old man was sitting at the bar by himself, oh, maybe.
No, it's different. It's different.
Why?
Because I don't know, like it was like a table of 4 girls.
Stood up on a date and then your team lost.
Anyways, I didn't accept it, so I'm not an adulterer. But yeah, we're just out here. Rachel's eating some nachos. We ordered, as you saw, we ordered nachos and
it said nachos for 2.
Yeah, it was like nachos for 2. I was like, oh.
That was what it was called.
And usually that's fairly conservative. I eat quite a bit, but usually that's fairly conservative. I'm like, oh, you know, we'll get that and we'll get a pizza and we'll definitely have leftovers. We'll have a little bit of leftovers, but it's not gonna be that much. And then they came out and it was like
so many nachos.
It was a pile of nachos and like it was like bigger than a medium pizza. I feel like that was like, that might have been a large
pizza. Yeah. And we asked if they could put tofu on it, and then they like covered it in tofu. It's so good, but
yeah, tofu and vegan cheese, and yeah.
It was cheap though.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Look how beautiful this is.
I think I did good today. I got a sick tan. I changed my shirt, I promise. We were just talking about the fact that I've worn this shirt in like the last 4 vlogs.
4 vlogs but, wearing the same clothes.
It's like, it always just ends up like, because we film like once or twice every week or whatever, so it's like, it just ends up being on the same day, and it's like a big comfy shirt, so like I like wearing it.
I know, and I haven't even been able to wear mine because you're wearing yours every time. We both have one, and I bought mine first.
We just matched.
Okay, we're going to the Penticton Farmers Market, and it's starting to get kind of loud with music and stuff, and we don't want to get copyright claimed. There's tons of people out, and it's absolutely gorgeous outside, so come with us to the farmers market. Hopefully we can get something to eat. Definitely need some coffee.
And good vegan food.
And yeah, let's go. There's like a lot of the same vendors as there is at the Kelowna Farmers Market, which we try to go to all the time, and it's so nice. So it's nice seeing like familiar faces, but there's also some different ones as well. I don't think they really have room for like food trucks at this one. There's only one food truck, and at the Kelowna Farmers Market there's like tons of food trucks, so there's actually nowhere to get coffee. So let's take a walk up Main Street and get coffee up Main Street, and then maybe come back. All the herbs and stuff are looking so good here. I actually had somebody reach out to us on Instagram, and now I'm blanking on her name. I'm so sorry. She gave us a bunch of recommendations and said that this bookstore was like so crazy, and I've seen it online before, but we've actually never come inside. This is amazing. Like, I'm a little bit overwhelmed, honestly, because I would want to find a book, but I feel like there's so many. But yeah, look at this. It's so crazy.
Tom Hurley, the late Tom Hurley. Thank you very much. Bye.
Somebody, love somebody, way I love you, way I love you, way I love you.
Dan Hurley, Mr. Everything.
Mr. Everything? Had you heard that before?
No. 88.
Oh my god.
Dan Hurley, Mr. Everything. He started...
Dan Hurley is whose pocket watch you wore on our wedding day.
Can you imagine if he was wearing the pocket watch here?
Oh, that'd be crazy.
He's got something there. I don't know if that's the pocket watch. Dan Hurley, center. Yo. Dan Hurley, center.
No! Oh my god, Nick!
What the f?
Nick, that's the pocket watch you wore on your wedding day.
What? Hurley family collection. Yeah, so that's Dan Hurley and that's his son Tom. So that's my great-great-grandfather, my great-grandfather, and that's the pocket watch I wore on my wedding day. Dan would dole out the money so that it would last. So he would help. Wow.
Not go and spend all their money.
Yeah, that sounds like my fucking dad, dude. Holy shit, that really got passed down through the years, man, that responsibility.
Okay, so a bit of craziness as always. So I got my nails, my gel nails removed, which is great. We ended up pulling into this campsite that's right across from the beach because we were thinking about maybe doing the canal float one more time today. And this is just like right at the end of the canal float. So typically if you are doing the canal float, either you have to book it through like a tour group or something that you can take a shuttle bus from one way to the like back. Either that or take a shuttle bus there and then pick up your car like at the very end. But we didn't do either yesterday and we ended up just taking a cab, like deflating the floaty and then taking a cab back the other direction. But either way we have to drive after because we obviously live in our home on wheels, so Nick wasn't really able to like, you know, like relax and drink. But yeah, we were just thinking that maybe today it'd be fun because like it's Saturday night, that Nick could have some drinks and actually do the canal float, and like we could just meet our van at the end and just be parked at a campsite, know that we're somewhere where we don't have to move, and yeah. And plus this campsite had like mini golf and all that as well. Anyways, like right as we came in here to park, there has been thunder and lightning. Kind of started raining a little bit and then there was lightning at like the exact same time as there was thunder, so obviously that was like not a good sign. And many people know that there are serious forest fires in BC right now. Even Nick's family, where they're living in the Okanagan, have been partially affected because they were told that they may have to evacuate their home as well, so they've been packing up there too. And it's an underlying thing here in the summers in the Okanagan because it's very, like, obviously right now we're going through a heat wave, so it's very hot, but what's sketchy about it all is that like you can see the smoke in the sky, and this is every year in the Okanagan, but it's obviously just getting worse and worse every year. And yeah, like there's an underlying gloominess of just knowing that so many people's like families and homes are being affected right now, obviously by the forest fires here in BC. As many of you know, we went to Lillooet for a funeral like a few months ago, and just outside of Lillooet in Lytton, the town is destroyed. So it's like a very serious thing, obviously, that happens here on the west coast, and obviously affects so many people all over the world. But it's serious here in the Okanagan. As soon as we saw the lightning and heard the thunder at the same time, we're like, maybe we'll just hold out on the canal float for now not about to jump in some water, and now here we are at a campsite. There's tons of people here. It's awesome. And we're just right across from the beach, so we're gonna make some food and figure some stuff out. We're having some problems with the batteries right now too. Like, we don't know what the real problem is because everything's working fine, but our battery reader is reading that one of our aux batteries is at 0 and the other one's at, like, it usually says that's at like 12.9 is what it reads. That's normal. That usually happens when our door is ajar. So yeah, so Nick's trying to figure out the batteries right now, see what's going on with that. We definitely need to eat some food soon, and we're gonna just kind of like keep an eye out on the weather to make sure that we're not hopping in any water if there's thunder showers, obviously. So yeah,
my best guess would be that there's probably some kind of like it's just reading things wrong, and like until I get something to test the batteries, that's all that I can assume, because everything works fine. It says, like, the solar controller says the batteries are 100%. We're in the sun, like, so I don't know. While we're here though, we might as well use shoreline power.
leaving it dry.
Morning. We checked out. It's not like a hotel, but we left our campground this morning, and now we just drove to Summerland because we decided we'd spend the day in Summerland today on our way back to Kelowna. And we have just come across the Summerland Sunday market, which I thought was closed this year, but it doesn't seem like it is. It's a lot smaller than the Penticton farmers market that we were at yesterday, but we figured we'd come and pop by. Again, a lot of the same vendors, so it's nice to see familiar faces, and yeah, it's just nice to be outside today. So hard to find a beach in Summerland today without like trillions of people there because it's July long weekend, and yeah. But this beach that we just came to in Summerland, when I was in Penticton the other day with one of my girlfriends, we were driving back, and she had no AC in her car, and we were just like, I was in her passenger seat, we're just like dying coming back from Penticton. And she's like, where's the beach? And so I like looked up like closest beach to me, and this one was 240 meters away. It's actually like one of my favorite beaches in the Okanagan now. It's always just like so calm. There's not a lot of people here. It's like so nice. So here we are in Summerland, back at that beach that I accidentally came to the other day with my friend, and yeah, I think it was time to get in the water.
Starting to cool down.
Yeah, it's so nice. Although I looked at the temperature and it's still 35 degrees.
In the van?
No.
Oh, really?
On the weather.
Oh.
I know, it feels cooler, but
It's just because you have a bit of wind and the sun's not actually beating down on us.
we've also been used to 45. So 35 is starting to feel cold. If you asked us a month ago, we would have said that 35 degrees was so hot. Oh my god. What a weekend. That was so much fun. I feel like that trip to Penticton was way more successful than the trip that you and I took last time.
Yeah. It's also like warm. We could like be outside and go swimming and like enjoy ourselves.
I'm paying for a $450 tow truck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
I need to turn the fan back on, so we need to stop filming. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.
One more thing though. We need you guys to stop subscribing. We asked nice, but I think I'm gonna have to get a little bit stern and a little bit mean almost. So stop subscribing, or we'll come to your house and we will be talking.